feeble humans. Let us give you our power. Soon, you will become unable to resist this intoxicating power.
Hey, wake up.
Yay. Crawl out of one hole and into another.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Americano, see? Now what brings a bloke like you to this part of the world? Oh, hey, easy, whoever you are.
Name's Leon. Came here looking for this girl. Seen her?
What, are you supposed to be a cop or something? Nah, you don't look the type.
Maybe.
Okay, let me guess. She's the president's daughter?
That's too good for a guess. Want to start explaining?
Psychic powers. Nah, just kidding with you, amigo. I overheard one of the villagers talking something about the president's daughter in the church.
And who might you be?
Me llamo Luis Serra. I used to be a cop in Madrid. But now I'm just a good-for-nothing guy who happens to be quite a ladies' man.
Why'd you quit?
Phew, policia. You put your life on the line. Nobody really appreciates you enough for it. Being a hero isn't what it's cracked up to be anymore.
Used to be a cop myself. Only for a day, though.
I thought I was bad.
Somehow I managed to get myself involved with the incident in Raccoon City on my first day in the force.
That is the incident with the viral outbreak, right? I think I might have seen a sample of the virus in a lab at the department. Do something, cop!
After you.
Now!
It's Leon. Sorry I couldn't get in touch sooner, but I was a bit tied up.
You're okay, right?
I'm fine. There was a male civilian held captive. According to him, Ashley's in a church somewhere.
What happened to him?
He managed to escape.
Do you have a fix on the location of that church?
No, but apparently there's a secret passage in the village that leads there. I'm heading back to the village.
Hey guys, this is Honest Steven, and we're back with Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. I did a little investigating to try and see if I could get us some subtitles, because I kind of forgot about that last time. And sadly, this version at least doesn't seem to offer that, which I guess is a little bit of an inconvenience, but we'll make it work around that.
Over here, stranger.
We're introduced to the merchant for the first time, which is new and unique to this series, to this entry in the series. They keep the shops later on, but the merchant character is never brought up again.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. What are you selling? Is that all, stranger? Thanks.
Like it for Russian.
Thank you.
The fog effect for this portion of the game creates a really weird, like, screen pixelation. I don't know if you can see that on the capture or not, but a lot of Wii games kind of had this issue. I don't know what caused it. Ugh. I'm so bad at aiming with the control stick. Ugh. I don't really need to do this, but it helps to clear them out. While they don't react to you. What are you seeing? Oh, fair enough. Well, anyway. Interesting thing, you can buy scopes for every one of the rifles, I think. And they're completely pointless. They just let you zoom a little bit further. You can always zoom. So I know I don't carry them, but I keep the infrared scope that you saw for something we'll come across later on in the game. This is one of the many villager sieges that you will run into early on. Interesting thing that I did not point out last time, in case you're not familiar, all of these headshots that I'm getting without much effort, they stop mattering about a third of the way through the game. I won't fully spoil it in case this is new to you, but the game really mixes things up regarding the survival aspect from previous entries. Because, as not even just Resident Evil, but most games taught you, headshots do the most damage, aim for the head, and that's what we do. But the developers came up with a clever way of alleviating that, removing it from being the end-all be-all, optimal choice of attack. Ow. We're looking for medallions, 2 pieces to open the door so we can go to the next area. And on your first playthrough, you won't just be taking out all the enemies. You'll be running around desperately trying to conserve ammo while you find the medallion pieces. There's a lot more tension in this one. It's your first playthrough, which is worth commending it for. Couple little tricks you can learn, like climbing up ladders makes you completely invincible, and if you take damage as soon as you start the reload, it cancels the reload animation or something like that, and it's nifty little ways to save time. don't know if the enemies will continue spawning endlessly, but it kind of feels that way. Oh, well, there's my answer. They do stop spawning. It's a lot, though. These herbs are unique to this game, if I remember correctly. They, when combined with a green herb, will increase the maximum capacity of your health. But you can see the meter over here. When you first start, it's about halfway, I think. You can fill it up the rest of the way. When we find Ashley, she also gets a health bar. And the herbs work the same way on her. So, depending on your playstyle, you might prefer increasing her overall health over Leon's. But there are only enough herbs, yellow herbs, to max out one or the other in a single playthrough. You'll have to do multiple playthroughs to max out both, which is and then keeps things interesting regarding player choice. We'll use the shotgun for a bit to change things up, especially since we're indoors now. Sidestepping, that's not going to help you much, buddy. Yeah, boy. Hey, look, it's cover system before Gears of War. Not really necessary, but it'll save the effort. Oh, I forgot they can do that. If you noticed, sometimes I'll kick a door open in place of just casually pushing it. That really doesn't do much beyond simply letting you get through a door faster. But in certain instances where you know an enemy is on the other side of the door, you can kick the door and it will knock them back a bit, giving you a... I thought that was breakable. Giving you a chance to kind of catch them off guard, which is nice. Like I said, there's a lot of depth to the gameplay here, which just wasn't there in the earlier games. You saw hints of it with Resident Evil 3 Nemesis in regards to the action system, but even that was very, very far from this. If you go down there, there's fish. You can catch them for some I think you can use them for small health items, but it's easy cash early on, but there's not really a reason for us to go down there. kind of ignored it earlier, but when you see these signs in the village, just essentially is warning you that there's this kind of stuff or a QuickTime event coming up. You don't really see them once you get to the the church, I guess you'd say. But early on there, a nice way of telling the player, giving the player information without blatantly saying, "Oh, look at all the booby traps." Puzzle. This one's fairly easy. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. As you can see on the to the left and right, there are symbols etched into the door, and you're making the orb recreate that symbol. That's the only hint you get. Do something with one of the Sadler pictures, I believe. But I might be remembering wrong.
Nuestro jefe se quedará sin la cosa. Si la plaga es mucho mejor que la
Surprise! It's always interesting to think about moments like this in regards to reality. That dude could have ended Leon right there. Story over.
The same blood as us, it seems. Nevertheless, you're an outsider. Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
What? Same blood.
And yet, he just lets him go. And we get to play the game. But that's going to be all for today. Again, we're making pretty good progress. Can't complain too much about the speed. I'm moving faster than I normally would due to having the upgraded gear and everything like that, and knowing the game. But I feel like if I keep myself from rushing but move fast enough, it assures that we'll see all the game has to offer without getting distracted. Let me know if you think I should dial it back a little bit, maybe buy a weapon that isn't upgraded and roll with that for a bit to pace things back, and let me know your thoughts on anything regarding Capcom's current situation with how it's handling its franchises, or how about the Nintendo Switch if you're interested in that. I had a reaction video to their reveal trailer. You can check that out and let me know what you think about that. I'm pretty excited for it. But until next time, I will continue doing my best to bring you the most honest opinions on the internet. And I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you next time.